This is about a 60 or 70 hour update on this stuff. I went to refill on LA's Totally Awesome Green Clean and found they changed it to LA's Totally Awesome Famous Multi-Surface Degreaser and Spot Remover. So, guessing that was the same thing because they had a bunch of new green stuff and this was the closest match. I went ahead and got 5 bottles and a couple extra canisters here and decided to soak stuff for a while. So you might recall a while ago that these just had a small burnish or a vignette, so I filled these out and just did a single pass at a line like that to show how strongly the stuff had worked. Then I soaked this end. There's definitely a distinction between the white there at this line here. So this was just soaked about 20 hours or so. I didn't scrub it or anything like that. So there's definitely a marked difference all along the length of this as to how good this stuff is on paint. I wanted to show you these pieces before I put them back in the drink. So I can't tell which of these two is. These used to be much more unique, but I don't know which was which now. So this has been working out pretty well. Toothbrush, handy for getting inside all those grooves. So far everything I've done has been a light polishing. So from here on out, it looks like any remaining black is going to be far more of a hardcore, not quite sanding session, but it'll certainly be intense. But these pieces are pretty much almost ready for a quick primer layer just to see how well this does cover. The paint is probably leveled down pretty well to the surface, and there really shouldn't be any I don't know, bad surfacing, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, that should be going on. So I'll be doing definitely some more work on these, especially on this one here, because obviously this still has a long way to go. However, this hasn't been soaking for as long as the other pieces have. So it's about behind where I kind of figured it should be, and I probably should have put these bigger pieces in first. But and this one is officially pulled out of the mix. See, there's still some staining, but it's basically staining. All that cleaned out pretty well in there. I'm leaving the back as is because that needs to be black for any light blocking as well, so this works fine. I do like this painting effect, so maybe it could be useful on, like, I don't know, an R2-D2 or something like that for scraping paint away. I'll think about that later. This pile here is the original, and it's definitely sedimenting pretty well. I thought I could maybe knock it around and get some clouds going. So that could be a few weeks, and this stuff is, let's see, nope, can't quite open it. So it's starting to get clear at the very top. It's never going to go green again, obviously. So sometime I'll see if that works. I use that stuff there on these engines. And then I got to get a couple more of these canisters so I can store all this muck. One of the things I realized between this one here and this one and that one is that when you're cleaning off the pieces, do it over the sink or some other fall container or capture box. So that's pretty much really clean because I didn't clean over it and drip all the junk back in. This is swimming with black and white strips of enamel paint, so it's not surprising that it's too cloudy, but this is 60 hours later, and this was probably like 20 just to get it red like that. And that was a red piece that I had been cleaning. So that definitely stained a lot of stuff. So there should be one more update after all this, and this stuff works great. So I'm thinking that even if you don't have simple green, Glass Plus might do it, because that's basically what this stuff is. I don't have any I don't have any Glass Plus on hand. Otherwise, I would definitely give it a go. So that's it. Take care. See ya.